Hello, hello. Welcome in and welcome back to 1212 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. My name is Angie. We are going to get right into this general love message with the 1212 makeshift deck. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. All right. Heavenly Creator, bless the collective and bless this video. Bless me as I deliver this truthful message. Thank you, and thank you. You can have love is what was turned up. Let's see what the energy of this general love message is for you at this time. What is the energy of the message? What does the collective need to know regarding love? I am pissed off. What? Well, who mad? Well, who mad? Collective? Somebody upset. Why they mad? Excuse me. What's the energy of this general love message for the collective? Why is this person mad? I am not okay turning up. I'm not okay. So they mad? They not okay? What is going on? Collective, what is the energy of the general love message for my collective? What do they need to see and know at this time? What is the message? Can we work on us? I don't want to be a player. Look. That's who mad. The player. They don't want to be a player no more. They out here pissed and upset. Must be because my collective don't want nothing else to do with them. But we gonna see. What's the energy of the general love message? Yeah, my ego was my worst enemy. Yeah, this egotistical player, they mad. They in their feelings, collective. What you done did? They got them in their feelings. They not okay out here. What else? What's the energy of the general love message for the collective at this time? What is that? Apology, baby. They ready to apologize, or they owe my collective an apology. What I said was, what did you do that got them, mad and pissed off? Look, they don't want to be a player no more because they owe my collective an apology. Yeah, for this egotistical ass behavior they had going on. What else? What's the energy? What's the message? General love message. Yeah, release, break up. Yeah, that's why they mad, collective, because you release them. Or you release this. The breakup could have taken place. It's there on the cards. A breakup took place. A release took place because this person was out here on some other stuff. Like I said, trying to have their cake and eat it too. Maybe having my collective in a third party in a competition. They enjoyed watching you. They did. Look, they enjoyed watching you suffer. Had my collective in a third party. That's what forced is how I'm getting it now. A breakup. Yeah, collective. I'm getting this energy of the person on your mind made you. Yeah, self-absorbed on about under that. Made you walk away from them. 1212 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. Self-absorbed. Yeah, they made you. Kind of be, nah, I'm just, what is this? They enjoy watching you suffer. What is the energy of this? What is wrong with them? Look, unhappy. Because they weren't happy. My collective coming through, look what it came up with, powerful gifts coming through in this high vibrational energy of yours. You coming through and healed, attempting to heal them. And whatever this was, you shared, that pure love of yours, these powerful gifts of yours. Look, someone has to tell the truth. And now, that's why I'm taking these too. That's why, yeah, the person on your mind, they have to come in and tell this truth now. Yeah. They experienced your powerful gifts of love, your powerful gifts of honesty. You helping them be able to confront some of their demons. Yeah, but didn't want to be a player. Someone has to tell the truth. Ruin the connection. It caused the breakup. I got where my collective was like, what? Nah. Yeah. Somebody's person. It was dark energy. There was dark entity attachment. However, for them to have enjoyed it. For them to have enjoyed having you in what was this third party or, player, Man, situation, play a scenario, one more. I don't know if we can move on. My collective, I feel like that's your energy. But it could be theirs. It could be theirs that's afraid, that's scared, that knows that you could never give, somebody in my collective ain't responding. Is how I'm getting it. No contact. You're not responding to them. You're not accepting the apology through text, or that they leaving on voicemails and stuff like that. What does the bottom of this message, bottom of this deck say? It did not work out because we needed to heal. Yeah, they needed to heal. They needed to cleanse for somebody's person here. Get rid of whatever damn evil attachment, dark attachments they had going on. That unfortunately blocked them from seeing again what a gift you were to their life. I feel like the things that you did help with, and did come through and were able to influence, if you will, collective, this person had never been able to confront those things before, whether they were childhood trauma, whether they were past, unhealed wounds, whatever. Yeah, your powerful gifts even help this person acknowledge or see that that's what they had going on. That those wounds, if you will, or issues were really affecting them. Yeah, now they running around mad and they not okay because my collective don't want shit else to do with them. Well, they did it to themselves. They did it to themselves. They did. They did. Yeah, let's get some emotion oracles over this. Since all of these feelings out, coming out first off real, they mad, pissed off, running around, telling anybody that'll listen, is how I'm hearing it, what is quote unquote their side, about how, yeah, they know what they did before, and yeah, they really did, yeah, they was on it, but they ain't on that no more, and they feel like this now. And my collective, is just being so cold, it just treating them so bad, and come on, man, trying to play the victim, trying to turn it around. To anybody that'll listen to me, anybody that'll listen. Let's do these true emotions over this energy. Because like I said, they run around in their feelings, deep in their feelings. But they did this. Look, fake, busy. Bottom of the deck, pretending to have stuff going on that they don't have. They don't have nothing going on. They busy keeping up with your business, collective. Busy watching to see what you're doing. Talking to who they can talk to. Look. Thug, busy thugging their way around, talking to whoever that'll listen, or answer questions about you, trying to keep up with you and keep tabs. That's what I'm getting on the thug. I get that as oh wow, that's cuffs. Somebody could have been locked up. This could be somebody that's locked up or doing some time. Some. Oh, goodness. The situation could have involved somebody having to go to jail because, listen, it may not have gone just so easy. I'm pissed. I'm mad. I'm not okay. Unhappy. Yeah, somebody went to jail round and round. In this cycle, the one that my collector walked away from, cycles, triggers, lessons. Yeah, somebody went to jail. Like I said, while they trying to run around and force their way back into your life, or I got originally talking to relatives or maybe running up on your friends and stuff like that. They got their ass in trouble. Yeah, what else? What is going on with this person's emotions? What does the collective need to see and know? Somebody's locked up. What's going on with their emotions? Because of what they did. It says secrets. Yeah, for they locked up or what took place, how shit went down, it was because of the lies. It was because of the secrets. It was because of trying to be a player and have your damn cake and eat it too. That's why it all fell apart. Yeah, that's why it all fell apart. That's why they running around like this, mad and just, oh goodness. Trying and wanting to get this love message through to you, collective. I got trying to force their way back into your life. It's not happening for someone's person. It's not. I got clearly that my collective has said no, or that you are not responding to text or call, whatever. You're not accepting this apology, probably because you don't feel like it's genuine, you know, and probably because this cycle is closing. You're not, it's surprising to your person, but you're not willing to keep this up. You're not doing this again with somebody. That's what I hear here. Yeah, that's why they mad. That's why they pissed off here. You know, and unhappy, begging, calling, texting, you know, showing up at random people's houses and all that, trying to, you know, trying to apologize, trying to get you to accept it, but someone here in my collective won't. Yeah, instead you're getting readings to see aka spy on this person as well, to see if they're making any progress, you know, to see if healing will happen for them, to see if change will happen for them, is how I'm hearing it for someone. Their ego was their biggest enemy. Someone's person has their ego death to experience. You know, they do. Whatever healing, I also heard a cleanse to experience and go through. This is what your readers are probably telling you. Let me get one more about this person, why they so emotional, why things are at such this height for somebody. Yeah, look, it's because, you know, they were blessed to experience what real romance, real love, what an authentic person is, you know, what authentic love is how I'm getting it. Those powerful gifts of yours, this person was blessed to experience them. And now that, you know, you're not willing to again continue the cycle with them of back and forth on and out because of their uncertainties, because of shit they need to heal. You know, now that you're unwilling, collective, to do this with them anymore, they can see clear. They can see clearly what it is. Now that they sitting down, taking their time, somebody was definitely arrested. Or it's definitely, you know, somebody, now that they are in their solitude, yeah, having to sit down, they're starting to see what was supposed to be, or what was this true and real romance. Man, it's messing them up. It's messing them up. Divine masculine is helping someone's person here be driven into their soul ascension. It is. You know, I heard or got that you were getting readings to see if your person could change, to see if your person was healing any, you know, to find out someone here in my collective, to find out why they, you know, they are calling you 1,000 times and it's like they don't understand. They're going through, someone's person is going through this ego death or ascension or where, something like that, man. Something like that. They are. But it was caused by this release. It was caused by that breakup. Yeah. Yeah, them having a real and true reality check is what caused this emotional storm for someone's person. Let's get some tarot cards and keep it going. Yeah, now they're ready to share. I'm going to shuffle my tarot cards, but I got the 6 of Cups. Now they're ready to share and come in. What I got, again, was this apologetic energy and telling the truth. And that's why they calling, blowing your phone up. They are sick. Somebody's person is sick. They don't want to be this player no more. It came out. Can we please work on things, because I don't want to be a player no more. You know, and my collective is like, nah, I'm good. 4 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Let's cut the deck. Leo, Aries, and Sag coming off that 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, the separation, the release, the divorce for someone right now. You know, there's no moving forward on that right now. Yeah. Knight of Swords, excuse me, in reverse. For someone here in the collective, and that's fine. You have to do what you have to do for you, collective. This isn't a judgment zone, it's a truth zone. You know. But with you being done here, again, it is forcing or pushing what is this ego awareness and ego death. You know. Somebody's person having to step into their divine masculine or divine feminine energy. They don't got a choice now. Clarify this Thug card. Closing the cycle. Yeah, clarify these cards. Show the collective what else they need to see and know regarding this person. Look at the King of Cups. for the thug and closing the cycle. Those were the two cards I called out. Listen, Cancer, I see Scorpio. Man, they do love you, but there's an imbalance in their love. You know, there's an imbalance within that person. You know, whether it's emotionally imbalanced and unstable, whether it's, them trying to play and have these both sides and all, they got to get that together. This King of Cups says that they care. They care so deeply, but he come out crossways, and, there could be just some crossways shit about this person that my collective just can't continue to accept. Cross watcher. There is some form of imbalance. Again, look, Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck within what is that person's love, or within what is their love. Like I'm telling, their experience or perspective, something of love. This could be somebody that just wants multiple options. Two of Pentacles. This could be somebody interested in poly connections. Two of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and that could be what you don't want to do. Either way, take it how it resonates here. That could be what you don't want to do, but they are again heavily attracted to you, and feel heavily emotional over you. They just are unstable in the way that, look at what come out the Tower and the Nine of Cups in reverse, in this selfishness. It's selfish. Whatever it is, it's them being selfish in love and them only wanting things to be their way. Somebody definitely was like trying to get my collective to choose an alternative lifestyle. I did. I straight up heard poly, connection, something like that. Could be LGBTQ plus, anything like that, and you just, not in the way that they wanted to do it. Not without things having true balance. That Tower is whatever awakening. It is whatever restructure that's necessary for your person's emotions here. Your person's emotional balance. Your person's, oh goodness, love standard is what I just got, It's not just about only what they want. Maybe that was what, the lesson is here. This awareness or perspective change is here for this person. It's not them not want to be a player no more. It's them realizing that was selfish, need multiple options and put, their egos, what feeding that, it was their worst enemy. It cost them the best thing that ever happened to them. It cost them real love. Ten of Swords. It ended it. Ten of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah. That again, one-sided perspective of only self-pleasure, or one-sided perspective of just, love and connection happening in only the way they wanted it to happen. Whatever. It's multiple things for someone's person. It wasn't just the one thing. It was multiple things. But they realized that that's what ended it. This ending, again, as a part of, confirmation, this ascension, 1212, Heartbreaking Love Hotel, is forcing somebody's person into divine masculine or divine feminine energy. All right, let's keep going. Let me get one or two more, please and thank you. Clarify, show the collective what else they need to see and know here. But yeah, your person knows that their ego, them playing ways, whatever, that is what ended this. That's why somebody isn't opening up to them right now, isn't willing to talk or accept their apology right now until they get their shit together. Look what come out in the reverse. Yeah, that imbalance, now the Two of Pentacles in reverse is giving me, it could be mental health for someone's person. They had to or are having to get the help that's necessary. Yeah, and to restructure, to rebalance their life, to put romantic and love priorities into perspective. King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this person, oh, yeah. They know that your energy you know, was what was helping them, though. Your energy is what collective help to elevate them and bring them into different awarenesses. I got that. Where you help somebody confront some childhood wounds here. Look, I can't make it up. Six of Swords. My collective helps someone, you know, transition and change. Start to. They have to do the rest on their own, is how I'm getting it. But you did. Coming into contact with you, Six of Swords, talking with you, the way that you would express yourself, you know, your emotional clarity is what I just heard. Yeah, it is what started this process for this person, you know. It changed them. It changed this person. Yeah, that's why they so emotional, running around mad. It's the second 10. I'll put it to the side here. Running around mad. Let's get one more for the 10 of Swords. Yeah, right. But ready to share. Look, running around mad, wanting to give this apology, wanting to please have you, please, you know, begging, calling 1,000 times. Doing, yeah, 6 of Cups was on the bottom of the deck when we started this. Yeah, with the tarot. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that experience with you. That exchange with you, that contact with you was, you know, the first real glimmer of light is how I'm getting it in this person's life, or in their emotions, or in their, you know, mental stability, whatever that they had in a long time, or for somebody ever. Because they were underdeveloped, immature, playing games, player energy, big ass ego, you know, self-pleasure, you know, just only worried about themselves, because they were on all of that, they weren't able to see what this was. They weren't able to. Not when it was going on. Fool card on, they weren't able to see it. Collective. I'm not making an excuse for them, because somebody gonna learn today. Somebody gonna learn today. That's why they run around mad. Like I said, they trying to talk to anybody that'll listen. Talking to your mama, talking to your sister. I mean, your cousin, them, your film, anybody that'll listen. For trying to, you know, their side of the story versus no. It's just time to heal and get yourself together. There's no reason that you should ever enjoy watching a person suffer. You should never let anger have you there, and that's what they need to come through and heal up. My collector was like, nah, I'm good. Go over there, fix that, heal, and we and that's that for the moment. Let's get some final messages for you. Yeah, let's get some confessions from this person and see what they have to say. You hear me? Yeah. If you are enjoying the message like I am, hit the like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what resonates with you down below. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. It helps me grow the channel. What? The naked truth. All right. The naked truth it is. Let's get the confessions, some statements from this person out of our naked truth oracle deck. See what this person got to say for themselves. Collective, I said my collective like them. Somebody in my collective don't give a damn because they mad. Collective say they should be mad for what they did, for how they thought that was okay and it wasn't. I have abandonment issues. Look, I grew up in a single parent household. I had a rough childhood. See, what did I say? Those childhood traumas. Yeah, there's abandonment issues. See, the way that your powerful gift of love triggered what was abandonment. You know, this person not even realizing that was a excuse me with my light, genuine issue for them. It brought up, you dealing with them brought all of that into perspective for this person. Yeah, that's what's causing them to have to go through their awareness, come into their divine energy, whether it's divine masculine or divine feminine. It's time to grow up. It's time to mature, you know, and they have to take this step in the journey on their own. Yeah. What does this person want? to say to my collective at this time. That's how I'm getting it. What is the naked truth? What is the truth this person wants to say to my collective at this time? Please and thank you. The truth is, look, twin flames. We are twin flames. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. It's why you feel so strongly. It's why the connection has run so deep. You know, it's why emotions get so high. You know, it's why you guys are twin flames. You know, this person realizing and recognizing that is a part of the change that's happening for them. They realize, you know, that you guys are twin flames. It's a soul connection. It's not just a regular one. Yeah. I'm at a crossroads. Look, they're realizing that this is a soul connection and they're at a crossroads. Should I fight for this or move on? Relationships are a lot of work. Being single is easier. See? They have to go through this part in the journey on their own. That ego death, yeah. You know, what builds their confidence and make them stronger and stuff like that. Yeah. They're at a crossroads. They you know, they want you. They want you. Look, they want you. They just, you know, it's about fighting. Right now, they own, again, a spiritual battle, you know. I miss your voice, your laugh, your humor, your touch in my feelings today. But they, what I said, they in their feelings, collective. You put your twin in their feelings. Yeah. You have them in their feelings. That's what they meant. Pissed off, emotional, running around. Yeah, you triggered your, you triggered your twin. That's all it is. One more. Let me get one more. Don't run. I want a second chance. I had to chase it down. I want a second chance. Not being with you is killing me. That apologetic energy, that, again, running you down, calling, keep trying to get in any way they can, have you accept them back into your life because they want this. They do want this second chance or third chance or whatever the chance is, collective. But I do, again, feel like it's important that this person experience whatever this Tower, Six of Swords represents for them. Ten of Swords, whatever ending, change, transition, reformation, realignment that's necessary. Yeah. Before, kind of stepping into this second chance with them. Someone here wants that. That's fine. That your person wants that too. It just should, happen in a healthy way, healthy and prosperous way. Yeah, that's what I have for you. I am going to wrap it up there. If you've enjoyed the message, you know what to do. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Allow me to read for you. I am available for personal reads. Check the description of the channel for that information if you're interested. Until we meet in the next one, thank you. Bye.